Y'all know 607 was in character the other day. He said something very controversial and went haywire and went viral. And as I told Munchie B, they was coming for him, all the content creators. They're going to spin all these narratives, you know what I'm saying? They're going to spin every narrative that's negative, positive, negative possible. Oh, you was a gangster, you supposed to react. Oh, even if you couldn't see, you should have followed with your eyes. Oh, you should have just got up swinging at the air. Oh, you should have spit the direction the voice came. Like I said, every time we know this is not the first situation where somebody has been put on the spot, and everybody always talking about what they going to do, man. And some people going to have their time to shine and some people not, man. Some people know how to shy away from the danger and stay out the way. And I just don't understand how people sitting up here really trying to play these cards and lines they playing. Oh, 607 Uncle was for real. Oh, he know what he doing. He knew Munchie B was a blood. Man, this man didn't know ish, man. This man just met both of us a week prior, man. You know what I'm saying? If you would have asked him before he even said that or that came out his mouth where Munchie B was from, I'm pretty sure he probably couldn't even tell you Munchie B was from Inglewood families. Probably couldn't even tell you that I was a member of the 8 Trades. You know what I'm saying? We just met this dude. When somebody else is talking and the mic is not in his hand, you see him playing the role of the exorcist. You know what I'm saying? And just doing some crazy stuff. He'll hop up, middle, start pop, doing all type of stuff. He's in character, you know what I'm saying? But that's the game these people play, these media channels, these bloggers, whatever they want to be, whatever you want to call them. This the game they play. Oh, you a gangster. You were supposed to react. Oh, you know what I'm saying? He disrespected you. Oh, if that was somebody else. You know, they play all the games, you know what I'm saying? When these dudes get the short end of the stick or they get shown up on social media and stuff happen to them and they get put in the light as busters, they can't wait to do the same to somebody else. I was in that room, and I'm not trying to take up for nobody because I sincerely don't have a dog in a fight. Assessing this dude and being around this dude, 607, he's using the #1 recipe for social media, and that's to be controversial. Do I think he was trying to diss the Bloods being controversial? No, but he is a controversial person. I think he was just in character and started saying that Hoover stuff. This is a dude that always say GD Vice Lord. King David, he mixing Larry Hoover and King David name, playing games with the GD Vice Lord Nation and all that. It's a game to him. You know what I'm saying? We never knew he was from Hoover. Munchie B had to bring that up out of him that this dude was from Hoover. And then we found out, when we found out he was from Hoover, we found out he was from Hoover/60s. That's why his name is 607 which we all know that don't make sense because that don't even go out here in the Mecca. But as he been telling us, it's different in St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, you know, pigeons, man, they flock together. You know what I'm saying? They looking for any crumbs. They looking for anything to annihilate what's thorough.
Now, I started to leave this situation alone, or this topic alone, because I didn't want to make it seem like we trying to, you know, make it more than what it actually is. When people is out here just speaking on a situation that took place on the internet and give out their point of view, some people tend to make it seem like it's more of a personal matter when things be associated to them or people that they rock with. Fast forward, I run across Young and Jefe video. Young and Jefe video really led me to say, you know what, I gotta speak on this because, like, it's hard for me to even believe that Young and Jefe believe what he's saying. Can he actually be genuinely feeling how he's saying he feel? Absolutely. I don't know. But to me, I just want to speak on certain things for the viewers. If you are catching what Young and Jefe is saying, we got to clarify certain things because there's some key ingredients that I feel like and Jefe is definitely missing in his video and his message. The biggest thing is accountability. See, we can't teach nobody anything if we don't start with accountability. Yeah, this is content, this the internet, it's a business, people get money, whatever, it's for fun, it's for real, however you want to run your platform. But at some point, we do got to get on here. At least myself, I believe we need to have some type of level of an obligation to teach men how to be men. to teach young boys how to be men. And if we don't get at people for holding themselves to the certain standards that they put down pertaining to themselves, then we can't teach them what we supposed to teach them. Your word is everything. And a lot of people is stretching this situation out to make it seem like it's more about people wanting Munchie B to crash out. No one wants, like, y'all gotta, number one, y'all gotta catch this, right? Munchie B and Young and Jefe whole stance is that the 607 dude didn't know that Munchie B was a blood. That's their biggest defense. When you look at everyone else, everybody is saying that they really believe that 607 knew Munchie B was a blood, but they giving Munchie B his flowers for handling it in a more maturity way. That's how they labeling the situation, right? So, which one is it? Is it the case of Munchie B being more mature, or is it the case of dude didn't know he was a blood? And I'm not going to never promote and tell people that you have to crash out or let someone talk you out of your position. We all just seen what took place with Almighty Suspect and Brandon. You saying that 607 is not to be took serious. You saying that you don't have a dog in the fight. That don't go hand in hand with you going home after that live stream and making it clear that you glad that Munchie B did not respond, because if he responded in a certain matter, you would have jumped on 607 up. If you was going to jump on 607 up, that means you definitely have a dog in the fight. If he's not to be taken serious, then why would you even have a thought about jumping on him? Everybody saw your face, Young and Jefe. You immediately assumed it was going to be a serious problem. Lush start laughing and stuff like that. Then he brought like the sense of humor out of you. You start laughing it off. But immediately your face and demeanor, it channeled into like you thought that was a serious situation. When you design this type of shoe for yourself in the public eye and situations present themselves, you can't get mad when people expect you to wear it. People are upset because Munchie B did not carry the energy that people felt like was going to go hand to hand with his energy that he be having any other time when everybody else situations take place. You brought up a situation pertaining to Munchie B and Don't Cuz Me. You said that if Munchie B would have reacted, then people would have still made a whole situation out of it like it was Crip and Blood and he was mad at Crip. No, these is two different scenarios. The biggest problem is that when you was in a room with a lot of your homies, Don Moves, and you was in a room with a Crip, and you knew dang well that this Crip did not have no type of problem with you and had no level of intentions to disrespect you, you had all the energy in the world for a person who was just representing themselves, representing what they represent. Not disrespecting you and what you represent, but just representing what they stand for. But you had all the energy in the world when it seemed like everything was in your favor in that room. Fast forward, you in a room and it seems like it could be more unpredictable, and a person directly disrespect what you stand for and what you represent, then that's what you would call self-defense in the form of the gangland spectrum. So you fast forward, a person directly get at you. Come on, man. Young and Jefe. I don't understand how you actually can believe that it's a person who's a part of this media space that like we all kind of in. You know, everybody kind of got some of their own audience and all that, but you know this certain like kind of like if you a part of No Jumper in any type of sort, I don't believe that you do not know where Munchie B is from. Like Young and Jefe, come on, bro. Like when you come out the gate, going hand in hand, like keeping your gang and your name hand in hand, and you make it synonymous. It's not a person on this internet who don't know you from A-Trey. It's not a person on this internet who don't know, in the very least, Munchie B is a blood. Even if they don't know he's from Inglewood families, they definitely know he's from Bloods. When is he on the internet not representing the Bloods? You mean to tell me that 607 don't know nothing about no kicking cat being bull? You mean to tell me that he don't understand nothing pertaining to no B teams verbiage? Like, you mean to tell me he just ain't watched not one episode of Street TV? You mean he ain't never watched nothing with Munchie B on Earth? Even if a YouTube short pop up pertaining to Munchie B, it's gonna be about Munchie B speaking on some blood stuff. So I'm kind of like really confusing, especially when we could get on here and we could say where King Yella is from. We could get on here and say where Moowop and them is from, where King Von is from. We could get on here and say where Sue Surf is from. We could get on here and say who Quavo and them rock with. We could get on here and say who Zach Randolph mess with. We could get on here and say like just so on and so on. Like we know who Jim Jones rock with. Like we know who Chef G and them rock with. Like we know who K-Flock and them rock with. Like we know who Young and Ace and them rock with. Like I'm just saying these is public figures, and it's like we all know where everybody is from prior to meeting them. They throw it in your face. Y'all ain't academics. Y'all not nobody who just popped up out of the atmosphere like you're some type of internet guy, and that's what we really like don't have a clue about nothing but y'all just on the internet. It's probably only a 3 to 5% on this internet of people like who you can't just pinpoint like, yeah, they directly from here. The rest of it's not no puzzle. Y'all stated that 607 is a Hoover member from St. Louis. It definitely seemed like in the very least he coming from the streets, right? And it definitely looked like for him to have a tattoo of Hoover that he had to probably take that serious at one point, right? So now gangbangers go to rooms and go to places without asking who all gonna be there. Like as a gangbanger, you think a person just ran that course, like just gonna put themselves in these settings in these rooms, and everybody know how it gets haywire at times pertaining to the no jumper platform. You think he just gonna walk in there like that and not have not a clue in the world who's all there? You think the people that he rock with in LA ain't gave him a full layout on who is who and who and who? Like, what do people think? Like, this stuff do not exist until you knock on the door and they let you in, no jumper. Now people is like gathering intel pertaining to no jumper. Nah, man, it's all on the internet. No disrespect, Young and Jefe, but I know people who will call in and be like, you heard what the A-Trade dude said? More than they'll say Young and Jefe. Like, Munchie B can be arguably one of the biggest bloods on the internet, and don't nobody know he's a blood. No matter how you, like, come on, man, you mean 607 ain't never watched no two gangster for YouTube content? He on there with everybody on there pretty much talking about where they from. He didn't catch none of that back and forth between Spider-Loc and Munchie B. He don't know nothing about no Munchie B and no Draco and none of that stuff. Like, you think he just don't? Like, I'm just really being honest, bro. Like, how can a person not really know that? Even if you a part of the gang landscape, when you hear names like C something or something C or B something or something B or whatever, your mind just start raising awareness like this person might be a Crip or this person might be a Blood. Blood wasn't even in the conversation. So how do a person grab that just staying out of air? He grabbed that Blood out of looking at Munchie B face to face. And that's why that word came to his mind. Because he was looking at a person who's a Blood playing with his level of hoovering or streeting. No matter how you flip it, bro, I just don't think that's a fair statement to be making and be pushing like everybody else is slow or just, you know what I mean? Like people is out here just trying to really spin something into something that it's not when it's clear as day. People, carry yourself a certain way so when things occur, you don't have to worry about being treated a certain way or people looking at you like you didn't keep it real or you switching up or you was faking or pretending. Be yourself. If you don't put too much on it, you ain't never gotta take nothing off of it. That's all it is. Like from now on, you done made it to no jumper. A lot of people are saying that you did the right thing and they give you your flowers and you're mature. So now just take that with that core fan base of people who respect that choice you made and keep catering to them from here on out, bro. That's it. Just keep appealing to that type of people and just stay focused as being a professional podcaster. The moment you get to opinionating on people's situations when it comes to some street stuff or some encounters, you gotta be mindful on what you say about how a person need to respond now. That's what you put yourself in. So you really also put a dagger in your own career.